Now, I'm sure every 90s kid looks at their car and thinks, I want a Transformer, you know, Optimus Prime, a big semi-truck, Bumblebee, a really sleek sports car, or just a big gorilla-looking thing. But for me, I just want a hover car, a simple hover car, just to get me over that rush hour traffic in Miami, because Lord knows, that would just save me a lot of stress in my life. What's going on, everyone? James here with another real reaction, and today I'm so ready for Transformers Rise of the Beast. Thank you to Paramount Pictures for giving me the chance to watch this early for review. Now listen, am I the biggest Transformers fan in the world? No, not really, but some of the movies were fun. I mean, the first two Transformers are fine, and there's like the fifth or sixth one that's okay. It has a really cool like action sequence, like Dark Side of the Moon or whatever the heck that movie's called. But the Michael Bay Transformers movies lost me. I'm sorry, and I never saw Bumblebee. I should probably watch that. So I'm not gonna say my hype levels are really high, but the trailer looks good. And the director for Transformers Rise of the Beast gets me excited. It's directed by Stephen Caple Jr., who was the man in the chair for Creed 2, a film that I absolutely love, and the film itself has a stacked cast. We have the very talented duo of Dominique Fishback and Anthony Ramos. Then we have Perlman, who's voicing Optimus Prime, Tobe Nwigwe, who's playing Reek, Peter Dinklage, who's voicing Scourge, and Yeoh, who's voicing Airazor, I think is the name, and Colman Domingo as Unicron. Yo, this cast is already like probably the best Transformers cast we've seen in a live action film, I'm not gonna lie to you. And the setting is okay for the film. You know, the premise isn't like too terrible. It just reads like this. Transformers Rise of the Beast will take audiences on a 90s globe-trotting adventure with the Autobots and introduce a whole new faction of Transformers, the Maximals, to join them as allies in the existing battle for Earth. Now, I know a lot of 90s kids are probably thrilled about this movie finally being made. I believe when I was a kid, the early introduction for Transformers was with the animals, like, you know, the ones of the jungle. It was pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it doesn't age well in terms of the effects, but it was still pretty darn cool, and there's still a lot of nostalgia there. So I'm pretty excited for this movie, and I really hope that coming out of the theater, I love it just as much as I did the trailer. Now, before we get into my out-of-theater reaction, if it is your first time here at the channel, welcome to Real James, where I love talking about movies, TV, and all the news in between. So if you do too, hit the big red button below, subscribe to the channel, and tap on that bell, y'all, and hit the thumbs up button so you can see this video pop up more in your feed, because I'm not gonna lie, this week is gonna be great. I got my flash reaction coming for you tomorrow, my review for Transformers Rise of the Beast on Wednesday, and my out-of-theater reaction for Elemental on Thursday. And hey, if there's any Dragon Prince news, I'm gonna cover it. So y'all, let's go ahead, get ready for this movie. I'm gonna get my keys, and I'm sad that my car's not a hover car, so I gotta sit in traffic. Pray for me. Alrighty guys, well, I just got out of my screening of Transformers Rise of the Beast, and I'm pleasantly surprised by how much fun I had with this movie. I will say, it's a summer blockbuster in the best ways and sometimes in the worst ways. The movie picks up a lot of steam in the first half and has awesome pacing, but it's the second half that I had some issues with. We'll dive into what those issues are in my full review this Wednesday, so you're not going to want to miss out. Hit the big red button below and subscribe to the channel. Now, when it comes to the actual voice cast, I can't say too much yet, but I will say that Pete Davidson was my favorite performance of the entire film. I loved Anthony Ramos and Dominique Fishback's chemistry, and this is probably the most human Transformers movie to date and the most well shot. So there are things going for it, and there are some things that are not going well for this movie, and we'll dive into all those positives and negatives like we always do on the channel. So again, don't miss out on my full review, and let me know down below in the comments if you're excited for Transformers Rise of the Beast. And yeah, you know, this is probably worth seeing on the biggest screen possible, because there are some epic action scenes that, yeah, they kind of work for me. Alrighty, y'all. Well, again, thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you at the next screening. And if I push start my car, will it turn into a Transformer? No, it's actually not even on.